I've never met Amir sir before this before Lal Singh. Yeah, because he spent a lot of time setting the look.
कोई एक लाइन सुना दीजिए. If you are comfortable.
चड्डी पहनती हो?
इंटरव्यू देने की वजह से आपको आमिर खान के साथ फिल्म मिल गई. तो ये तो मुझे लगता है हेडलाइन है कि भाई और स्टार्स भी आप इंटरव्यूज दीजिए, मीडिया से बात कीजिए. सो वी हैव बाला टुडे. बट आपको देख के लग रहा होगा कि ये तो नागा चैतन्य है, सो मैं इनको बाला क्यों बोल रहा हूं. तो इसका जवाब आप खुद दे दीजिए.
Why are you calling me Bala?
Yes, why I'm calling you Bala?
Because I am in Lal Singh Chadda, I play Bala Raju. My character's name is Bala Raju. This Telugu boy from this small town called Bodipalayam. That's in Guntur district from Andhra Pradesh. So I guess that's why you're calling me Bala.
But इसके पीछे there is a very interesting story.
Right.
Your name has a very interesting story, and that is related to your grandfather also.
Yes, that's right.
So मैं आपसे खुद वो story जानना चाहूंगा, मैं बिल्कुल नहीं बताऊंगा.
So just to sort of reflect on that story, when we were sort of setting my character for Lal Singh, we were going through many names. Amir sir and Advait, wanted a list of very Telugu sounding names. So we came up with Bala Raju, and here a lot of the surnames are attached from the places or towns they come from.
Right.
So that's why Bala Raju Bodipalayam. Bodipalayam is a place I come from. But after we had set the name, later it came across to us that my granddad's film, very famous film, Bala Raju, if I'm not wrong, released somewhere around the
1948.
48, yes, and it was the first Silver Jubilee film in Telugu cinema. So it was a very special moment for us when we sort of came to know about that. It was a very, very close grandfather, a lot of success, and somewhere, for me also, this is my break into the Hindi industry. I'm hoping that sentiment will bring me success and will bring my character a lot of appreciation.
Absolutely, we are also hoping that. But this is very, shocking and strange कि when you kept that name, आपने नाम रख लिया और बाद में पता चला कि your granddad has made a film by that name.
Yes, it was very strange. I'm telling you, we did not even know. We did not even think about that. Because, it was granddad's film. Granddad has done so many films. So, the name was not in my head or anything like that. We were thinking of names. It was very magical. In fact, someone from the unit came and told us later. And then we caught it. And from there, we thought, okay, maybe it was just meant to be.
So I think this is, आपको इसको consider करना चाहिए blessings of your granddad.
Absolutely. That's the way I'm looking at it.
And your first Hindi film, and उसमें इस तरह का coincidence ही कहेंगे हम इसको. This is a purely coincidence कि नाम रख लिया और उसके बाद पता चला. Because when I was reading it, I thought कि आपने शायद deliberately रखा है इसको.
No. The name is a coincidence. The film also happened in my life so organically because it was not planned or anything like that. I've never met Amir sir before Lal Singh. Of course, I've grown up so much watching his work, being inspired by him so much. Always admired him as a person, but I never met him as such, or never actually even seen him in real life. So, and how it happened, I got a call, and then everything happened so fast. There was not much going back and forth on it. Amir sir was very clear about what he wanted. I met him, and he felt that I will suit the character. Advait and Amir sir both met me. So it also all happened just like how the name set it. Very, very magical. Felt very much at ease going into everything.
But still, how it happened, I want to know the story, because your first Hindi film, how Amir sir thought कि you can play this character?
That even I'm always in, I have that question mark. In fact, when I asked him that question when I met him for the first time, he told me he had watched few of my interviews and he really liked the way I came across in the interviews, which sort of reflected to the character that he had in mind. So that's how he reached out to me. And when he reached out, he had a brief video call with me. Told him, sir, my Hindi and all is not the best. And he said, no, 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 we want a Telugu speaking boy in a Hindi film. So, here and there you hear sounds with a Telugu accent, that's perfectly fine. For one or two words of Telugu come in, that's fine. So I was very much at ease. The same night, Advait narrated the script to me and I loved it. He said, hear the script because your character is not a full-length character, but it's a very important role. So after I heard the script, I realized how much of essence Balak brings to Lal's life, how much of purpose is there in him throughout the film. So immediately it was a yes. And to be honest with you, even before I heard the script in my mind, it was a yes because I wanted to be next to Amir sir, work with him, work with Advait, just work with this team and learn something from them. So it all just unfolded like that. Luckily, we had about 6 months time before the shoot started. We so used that time for the dialogue rehearsals, a lot of workshops, setting the look. So all in all, by the time we started shooting, I was so comfortable.
तो ये तो बहुत ही एक ऐसा रिविलेशन हो गया, खुलासा हो गया कि इंटरव्यू देने की वजह से आपको आमिर खान के साथ फिल्म मिल गई. तो ये तो मुझे लगता है हेडलाइन है कि भाई और स्टार्स भी आप इंटरव्यूज दीजिए, मीडिया से बात कीजिए, तो इंटरव्यू देने की वजह से आमिर खान के साथ फिल्म भी मिल जाती है. तो
you never know what works where all these years people have watched my films and wanted to collaborate with me. It's the first time I actually heard someone saying I saw your interview and I liked what I saw.
हाँ वही, because you have done lot of work. और अभी तो मैं पढ़ रहा था कि you are the highest paid actor of Telugu cinema.
I wish I was. I wish I was. Probably one day.
वो कहीं मैंने पढ़ा तो मुझे लगा कि आपसे पूछूंगा तो obviously you will say कि यार ऐसा कुछ नहीं है.
Obviously not. I am not the highest paid in Telugu cinema.
अच्छा हिंदी में कुछ सीखा आपने? Did you learn? मतलब हिंदी में अभी कुछ वर्ड्स हैं जो आप कंफर्टेबल होते हैं बोलने में या कुछ ऐसा? क्योंकि हम जब एक कैरेक्टर में जाते हैं, when you go into a character, तो you live that character for some time. And right. Working with Amir Khan, so it's like he lives the character for some years, not for months.
Yes.
So some words which you have learned and something which you have learned in Hindi या close हो जो आप अब बोलते हो.
Honestly, I only know my lines very well. Yeah, I can tell you my lines. If you wake me up at 2 a.m. in the night, also, I can tell you my lines.
कोई एक लाइन सुना दीजिए. If you are comfortable.
चड्डी पहनती हो? That's the first line of my character. It's amazing. Yeah. So it's a very cute line. That's the first line I ask Amir sir. चड्डी पहनती हो?
अच्छा इसमें ट्रेलर में we have seen गोलगप्पे, बड़ा फेमस सा वो डायलॉग हो रहा है जो ओरिजिनल फिल्म में चॉकलेट्स था कि मेरी मम्मी कहती है कि जिंदगी गोलगप्पे जैसी होती है. तो आप गोलगप्पे खाते हो? पानी पूरी?
Of course, love it.
अच्छा साउथ में भी गोलगप्पों का क्रेज वैसा होता है पानी पूरी का जिस तरह से नॉर्थ में है?
अरे you come to Hyderabad, there are golgappa stalls, not stalls, like these bandis, not like carts. Everywhere, every signal, every road corner, you would find them. There are a couple of very iconic ones. You should come to Hyderabad and eat golgappa.
अच्छा, आपको सेट पे क्या कह के बुलाते थे? मैंने सुना, but I want to hear it from you कि बड़े प्यार से आमिर आपको कुछ बुलाते थे.
What does Amir call me on?
तो normally घर पे और आसपास के लोग चे ही they call you चे.
Che. In fact, a lot of people confuse my name with Nag because I guess my name starts with Naga Chaitanya. So I told sir, please call me, Che or something. Nag meaning they'll think you are referring to my dad. So then everyone started calling me Che. That's what
Che.
Che.
Che is very cool also, na?
You think it's cool? Yeah, it's cool.
It's very cool. मैंने तो उस वीडियो में देखा जो अभी वीडियो is going very viral जो आपके कैरेक्टर वाला वीडियो है, दैट्स गॉन वेरी वायरल। तो मेरे पास
Yes.
कहीं कहीं से घूम के आया वो वीडियो। सो देन आई सॉ कि आमिर आपको बहुत अच्छे से जो है समझा रहे हैं, अच्छा पैंट जो है वो यहाँ तक पहननी है।
Yeah, because he spent a lot of time setting the look. Amir sir spent a lot of time for the clothes. There is this mouthpiece which I'm wearing that sort of makes my jaw come out a bit for the character. So all these aspects, Amir sir spent a lot of time. In his house, we did a lot of look tests.
अच्छा, moustaches also inspired by your granddad जो फिल्म में है?
Which one? The mouthpiece?
Moustaches.
Mustache.
Mustache,
Yes.
mustache, yes.
So there is in the film I play my grandfather and great grandfather also. There are some small bit scenes. So we were sort of looking up actors, you know, how they looked in 60s, 40s, 20s, and before that also. So a lot of references we took from my granddad. They had this very thin pencil type mustache back then.
Right.
So we took a lot of inspiration from that. A&R sir sported it a lot. Granddad NTR sir also, you know, sported it a lot. If you see many actors, Shivaji Ganeshan, from Tamil, all of them, MGR, they all had mustaches. So that inspired us a lot.
अच्छा, first Hindi film you have worked with Amir. So आपको कितना time देना पड़ा? Because we know Amir takes lot of time in preparation, then shooting, then उनको कुछ अच्छा नहीं लगता, he reshoots. तो कितना time देना पड़ा? And आपको लगा कि यार जितना time आमिर लेते हैं उतने में तो हम साउथ में 4 फिल्में बना देते हैं.
See, there is a lot of justification for Amit sir, you know, taking that time. Because one thing is, in spite of how much ever time he takes, he's very clear on what he wants. I've worked with many filmmakers who keep changing their idea of what they want. So that gets very tedious, you know, that becomes very tiresome. But Amir sir is very clear about what he wants, and he's only working harder and harder to achieve that specific goal. So that is a very different process and a very new process that I've seen. So when someone is so clear, you don't mind investing that much time. It does not feel like effort. And he makes a film once in 3-4 years, and it turns out to be a blockbuster. You know, it is a guaranteed blockbuster. So that is his style of working, and that has been the most successful model also in Indian cinema. Look at it. I don't think any actor has this kind of a success ratio that Amir sir has in the recent time.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so I mean, that's his style of working, and it's completely justified.
Was it hard compared to what you are already doing?
No, it wasn't hard. In fact, the reason I did it also is to experience that process. You know, to see how he does it, the amount of time he gives for pre-production, the amount of time he spends on edits and showing the film to people for their opinions. All this was very new to me and very eye-opening. And I believe that a film deserves this kind of attention. You know, I'm not saying take 3 or 4 or 5 years to make it, but it deserves this process, this kind of detailing that you sort of, you know, do in the pre and post production. It deserves this kind of detailing. So I feel there's nothing wrong about it. I mean, as an actor myself, I completely relate to it.
Achha, this film is a journey. It's a long journey of Lal Singh Chaddha, from youth to फिर वो बूढ़े होते हैं आगे. So your character will come in a specific phase, और उनकी भी एक journey होगी.
No, my character will come in a specific phase. There are many characters that come and go in the film, in Lal's life. So I'm his best friend. I come in a phase, we meet in the Kargil war. But even though I am physically not present on screen, my character's sort of purpose travels through the and travels with Amir sir. In fact, my ambition is something he picks up and he fulfills it for me. So you will feel the essence of Bala's character till the end.
अच्छा, what are your hobbies? मतलब बहुत कम हमें मौका मिलता है आपसे बात करने का, because साउथ में ज्यादा आपके इंटरव्यूज होते हैं, दो हिंदी इंटरव्यू की वजह से you have got the film. So want to know a little bit about yourself also, कि what are your hobbies? Free time में आप क्या करते हैं?
Free time, I love motorcycle riding. I love road trips. I love going to the theater, watching movies. I love beach destinations. Yeah, I just like to go sit on a beach, switch off my phone, switch off my mind, and stare at the water. It's my favorite thing to do in the world. Apart from that, yeah, love food, travel to eat, travel to
अच्छा,
scuba.
you watch your movies also in theater? Have you watched
I
with
don't
the
have I don't have the guts to watch it because I'm very very scared about how the audience is going to react. You know, if they don't react, I get a lot of anxiety. I get very stressed out. So I don't go the first few days because I'm still very nervous. So maybe after 1 week like that I go.
when you hear the collections are good, people are loving it, then you go and enjoy the hooting and all.
Yeah, I mean, at good or bad, I'm always waiting for the result. After the result comes, then I watch.
अच्छा, do you read reviews?
Of course, I do.
Do they affect you?
Very,
Good, bad?
very much, very much.
Hmm.
Very much. See, I feel, we have to be in touch with the reality, and reality means reviews. Reality means the audience, they're through social media, through many forms, they do share their opinions. Uh, we have to be in touch with all this and take it in the right way. Of course, there's a lot of negativity also that's out there, but if we learn to filter it out correctly, and use it to our benefit, it can be a great tool for improving.
अच्छा, one thing I want to ask you, हम साउथ के स्टार्स के बारे में जब भी सुनते हैं ना, I have been to हैदराबाद once, एक ट्रेलर का लॉन्च था, I have seen the madness in theater. That was just a trailer launch. एक नाम सुपरस्टार का just स्क्रीन पे आया and people were going mad.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that kind of, वैसा हो हल्ला मैंने नहीं देखा था. So why are South stars always considered God? मतलब लोगों के लिए, अपने फैंस के लिए भगवान होते हैं, ऐसा क्या है?
I don't know why. Even that question mark is always there in my head. Why they show us such unconditional love, such unconditional support. Sometimes even when we give a bad film, they do not lose hope on us. The next film, they're still there fighting harder, saying, we will give you the openings. But it's amazing that to see how cinema is worshipped over here. And the kind of openings we get, the kind of euphoria around the releases is madness.
Madness.
Because, especially in the Telugu film industry, movies come first. Cricket, any kind of sport, everything is secondary. When there is a movie release, everyone's eyes are on the movie release, especially in tier 2, tier 3 cities. So it's kind of a culture over here, to say it that way. And that's what gives us the energy. That's what keeps us going. Why they are like that, I don't know, but I'm so happy they are like that, because that is what is keeping me as an actor, encouraged and wanting to do better.
And hopefully you will do more better. You're already doing great. You will do more better, and we are hoping you will do wonders in Lal Singh Chadda. और उसके बाद we want to see you in a complete Hindi film में एकदम main lead role में.
I hope so too. I'm waiting for August 11th. If you all accept me and encourage me, of course I want to continue my career in both the industries. Both. It's all one now. It's
all one. Yes, absolutely. It's all one. क्योंकि अभी तो South actor is working in a Hindi film and सब कुछ हो रहा है. Salman Khan is producing South film. तो अब I think it's one industry, and all we want is good cinema. अच्छा सिनेमा जिसमें मजा आए.
Yeah.
So thank you so much, and all the very best for Lal Singh Chadda. I'm hoping it to be a biggest blockbuster.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Lovely talking to you.
You too.